Hi, folks, Chris Voss here from thechrisvossshow.com, the Chris Voss Show.com. Hey, we're coming to your blog post to our share. Give us a like, subscribe, just tell your friends and neighbors, relatives about us. What we're going to be doing is comparing two major popular phones here, the brand new AT&T iPhone 5C versus the Samsung Galaxy S3 from AT&T. Go see our good friends at AT&T.com. Fastest download and upload speeds. Thanks to them for sharing the phones with us today. So we're going to pit these two babies against each other and see how they come out. Okay, so here we have the Geekbench 3 scores on the iPhone 5C versus the Samsung Galaxy S3. And wow, it looks like the 5C actually wins against the Samsung Galaxy S3. So you've got 710 is the single-core score versus 477 single-core score, 1282 multi-core score versus 789. Now, of course, the Samsung Galaxy S3 is a very old phone, so it's kind of a little bit unfair, but you know what the heck? That's what we do in benchmarks. We take and see how well they compare. Now, I don't worry about these individual numbers. You're certainly welcome to, if that's your thing. You can pause the video at any time. The great thing about these apps we're going to use is you can download them at home and follow along and maybe see how your phone currently compares with the phones that are here and everything else. So it's really up to you. We'll just page down through them. You can pause them at any time if you so choose. Otherwise, we'll just move on to the next benchmark. Okay, so here we have the 3D Mark benchmarking app. This is the Ice Storm Extreme score that we've put on both these devices. The score for the iPhone 5C is 5685. That's 5685 versus 5115 for the Samsung Galaxy S3. You can break down these scores. You can see their individual comparisons here. We'll put them side by side so you can review those if you like, and you can see how the integers and everything broke down, etc., etc. Okay, so here you can see that the iPhone 5C actually beat out the Samsung Galaxy S, and you know it should. It's an older phone on the Samsung Galaxy S3. So you've got the system of 3592 versus the system of 2093 on the Samsung Galaxy S3. Let's go down. We'll page down to CPU test. CPU test 23545 versus 4889. Disk test 3525 on the S3 versus 13,325 on the iPhone 5S. Memory-wise, let's go to memory. 3437 on memory on the 5C, I should say, and 2167 on the S3. 2D 1217 versus 1685, and 3D 1800 versus 768. Okay, so now here we have the benchmarks between these devices with the GFX benchmark, and you can see here that the results for the 5C came in at 382 at 6.8 frames per second. Well, on the S3, they came in at 208 frames at 3.7 frames per second. Conversely, on the on-screen test, 744 frames at 13 frames per second versus 386 at 6 frames per second on the Samsung S3. So definitely the 5C winning this sort of battle here between these two great devices. Okay, and there you have it. It really is up to which phone works best for you and what you like the most. Both phones are definitely great phones. Of course, one is much newer and one is much older, but you can see now the benchmarks and how they came up between the two of these. You can go to our good friends at AT&T.com. That's AT&T.com and order up these phones and determine which phone might work best for you. Be sure to give us a like, subscribe to us on YouTube, tell your friends and neighbors, and also, tune in to all the different things we're doing. There'll be a ton of versus comparisons coming up between all these phones, about 40 or 50 of them that you'll be seeing on our channel. So be sure to subscribe. So until next time, thanks for coming by the ChrisVossShow.com. Be sure to check in often.